Hey there guys, how's it going? OIHighRoller here, once again bringing you the Orchard of Stray Sheep. This is part 2, and let's continue from where we left off. Nose is still fucking itchy as shit. Kay did not reply at all. Amongst the sounds of the waves and breeze that she loved, a girl's whispers could be heard. Kay. Night after night, the presence of that somebody on the other side of her blanket became clearer and clearer. Now, what would make this more scarier or spooky, if that's the atmosphere that they're trying to go on with this? Like, I still don't know how the story's going to be. Like, I don't know if this here is setting up the mood for how the game's going to be. I have no idea. But it would be even more spooky, like, if it was just, like, in one side of your ear. And it's just, like, whisper, like, the whole time. By the time the cries of the cicadas could no longer be heard, she could always feel that somebody was there next to her, even though she wasn't able to hear her voice. The sounds of the windows clattering in the wind and the waves beating against the shore were dropping out or drowning out everything else. One late summer evening, just when the setting sun had finally sunk below the horizon, hey, there was a voice. In response, Kay said, "Just who are you?" After a long silence, she sat up from her bed. There was no response, and no one was there. She could hear neither the girl's breathing nor her voice. It was a dry laugh, filling with a sense of relief. She thought to herself, just what was I so frightened of? Well, of course, the girl she heard must have been an hallucination. No, it wasn't. It must all have been an illusion caused by her anxiety. Even though she was trembling just a second earlier, she had regained her composure. The room was silent and lifeless. It was all her own imagination. No, it wasn't. It must have been a product of her fascination with the world inside the strange diary. But that was the end of it. Despite her stiff lips, she smiled a little. Kay then thought of leaning back down in her bed. "You finally noticed me." Oh, shit. She could feel a cold sensation seeping into her back. Oh, fuck. A sweet, whispering voice tickled her ears. Then two slender white arms wrapped around her shoulders from behind. "She's dead." She had seen her before. But had since forgotten her. She had doted on her as though she were her little sister. Then her arms disappeared. The room was quiet. It was way too quiet. There was neither the sound of the ocean waves nor the rattling of the windows. I swear to God, if it's the fucking Grudge Girl, I'm gonna shit. "Is that you? Eh?" Uh-oh. What is this? "I won't let you forget anymore." The fuck just happened? What the fuck? That just took a weird turn. What the hell? Ah! Everything about this is so weird. Kay, run. Ask your teachers to let you switch rooms. Talk to somebody. It's the end of July. From the student lounge in a corner of the campus, a girl's scream permeated throughout the academy. Fuck. Why do they have numbers above their head? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, that's right, you can't deal with these kinds of stories, Cassie. Really? That's ridiculous, man. I seriously thought this here was the beginning of this novel here. They were just reading a book. What the fuck? It's not that creepy. I can't deal with them. It's just the way you tell these stories is far too creepy, Mincer. You get so into the details and your tone emphasizes it. Besides, that was my first time hearing the story. Really? I don't think it was that amazing. Besides, this story is pretty well known around here. I wouldn't be surprised if most heard it on their first day here. You know that story, right? Dr. Oro's sister? Casserole and Mincer. They are both new students who enrolled at the beginning of April. The always innocent Cassie and Mincer, the philosopher, they are a perfect match for each other. Stop calling me doctor. But yeah, just as Mincer said, I'd say most of the students in this academy have heard that story before. Though I don't think Cassie's the only one who hasn't heard it. Isn't that right, my lovely, trembling peeler? It's true that I hadn't heard that story before, but I'm not really scared. I'm just feeling a little cold. I doubt that. Ah, the way you're pretending you aren't scared is so cute. Yeah, I need to fix the speed on this, because it's not going fast enough. Mess of speed. There we go. Stop hugging me! Come now, don't be shy. It's okay, isn't it? Over here we have Oro's sister, a dependable girl, and Peeler, the introvert. The two of them started school here before Mincer and Cassie. That said, there were only about 3 months between their enrollment. That is not unusual here at this academy. Student enrollment dates are not fixed, and neither are graduation dates. It's gotta fucking suck. Geez, what are you two doing out here in broad daylight? Go back to your room if you want to be so lovey-dovey. That's not what this is. So, it is always cloudy the day before graduation, and the girl no one can remember we just talked about. What are the other 5 mysteries of this academy? Well, I'd call the girl no one can remember more of a horror story than one of the 7 mysteries, but let's see. The only other mystery I can think of is the Cape at Night. Those 2 are the only ones I know, so what's this Cape at Night about? It said that if you were to walk down the shoreline close to the Cape with your eyes closed around 2 in the morning, you would eventually reach a grass field where you can meet the person you were before you came to the academy. However, it said that students who learn about their past will never graduate. Well, that would be a problem. Well, that's the Cape at Night is about. It's just about a popular story as the girl no one can remember. To my knowledge, there were a few girls who actually gave it a try. But with the midnight curfew in place, they didn't get anything nearly that romantic out of it. They just got suspended and had to write a bunch of formal apologies. Jesus. Well, that sounds nice. I kind of want to walk down to the shoreline at night, too. Well, I don't want to get suspended, though, so I'll pass. So that's 3 of them. Peeler, do you know any other academy mysteries? Nope, I'm sorry. Well, you don't need to be sorry. Okay, guess there are 4 mysteries in this academy's series of 7 mysteries. 4? I thought we only had 3 of them. I found a mystery scribbled in one of the books at the library. You can even say that we're having this conversation in the school's 7 mysteries because I wanted to know if it's true. Oh? Okay then, ta-da, here's the last one for the day. The 4th of the 7 mysteries is that any mysteries that the teachers learn of are erased from existence. Oh, I see. Yeah, that just solved the greatest mystery about this conversation. Satisfied with the conclusion that they arrived at, they all nod amongst themselves. For the first time since this conversation started, all 4 pairs of eyes are pointed at me, Ishiru Yamada. I almost let a sigh at the painful situation I am suffering through, though I somehow managed to bear with it. Although I'm the teacher in charge of Cassie, I had no idea why she called this nonsense of a meeting. I got ahead of myself and Cassie begged with me. You are the only one whom I can ask. Hell, if I had known the truth, I would have never have humored her. Had I spent all this time working, I could have at least gotten some of the pile of paperwork on my desk done. God damn it. It doesn't seem like any of us heard that one before. What about you, Ishiru? Nope, I'm just some lame ass who started at the academy on the same day you and Mincer arrived. This is all news to me. Really? Then it really gets me worked up wondering how the 7 mysteries will turn out. Eh, I wonder, it's Ishiru's talking about. I don't think there's much we can expect from him. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. But look, Ishiru, it's a good thing when others have low expectations for you. I just mean they aren't worried about you backstabbing them. You're taking a jab at me, aren't you? Did you really have to ask? It's too bright. Her nonchalant, worry-free smile is too bright for my eyes. You could have at least tried to deny it. Mr. Yamada, I'm rooting for you. Do your best and get rid of those mysteries. Yeah, thanks. She sounds impassioned and earnest. I know you're seeing this purely out of goodwill, but I really have no idea how to react if you're rooting for me to do that. My, that's an unusually bold thing for you to say, Peeler. I know it frustrates you that you're making a fool out of your beloved Mr. Yamada, but it's going to give him a headache if you ask him to do the impossible. No, that's not what I meant. Okay, I guess it is, but I didn't mean it like that, Mr. Yamada. That's okay, I get it, so calm down. And you, Aura's sister, I know you can't help it but tease Peeler for how cute she is, but don't go too far. Oh, don't worry, I know exactly when to stop. In response, Aura's sister shrugs her shoulders gracefully. Her eyes fixed on Peeler are filled with the gentleness of an older sister watching over her younger sibling. Okay, thanks for listening, Ishiru. The four of us will find out whether these rumors have any basis. Brandishing a beaming smile, she lightly bows. Well, since it looked like my job here is done, I suppose I'll head back. I have tons of work left to do, so I can't emphasize just what a huge relief this is. Well, I don't care the slightest if you get yourselves worked up over nonsense like that. Just don't break curfew or get yourselves hurt. Well, we won't. Yeah. Sure thing. I wave goodbye and get up from my seat. By the time I'm out of the lounge, the four of them have already started another heated conversation. I can hear their chatter even in the hallway. God, fucking sweating. I'm back. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back and ready for work, Lang. This is Lang Hai, a teacher who started at this academy the same day as I did. Despite his intellectual and calm appearance, he's quite a thoughtless, carefree person. Whereas I am in charge of casserole. Lang is the teacher in charge of Mincer. Out of all things here, the two of us interact face to face most often. He's pretty easy to get along with, so I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but I do resent him sometimes. The reason that blonde rowdy girl gets so rough with me, it's all because of how thoughtless this guy is. What's the matter? You look pretty exhausted. Did Cassie beg you to do something for her again? Ishiru, I found a small baby bird that fell off its nest. Help it out, will you? I'm getting flashbacks of that nightmare last weekend, when she practically whipped me to climb up that tree. I'm sick of spending my weekends stiff and in pain already. Nah, close but not quite. They made me join them in the most baffling conversations I've ever been part of. Your unmanageable tomboy was there too. That's great. That means she likes you. You're a kind man at heart, after all. Please, at least try to educate that beast of a little for me. I try to signal to him with a wink, but it doesn't seem like Lang picks up on it at all. And that's just depressing. Oh, by the way, the principal has to see you. She said she had something she wanted to confirm with you. I pull out the portable device from my pocket and quickly tap on the schedule on the screen. I knew it! Today's the day for the regular report. Thanks for the message. I'm heading to Matsuri's office. Alright, see ya. Try not to get sacked. Leaving Lang's jokes behind reluctantly, I plod out of the staff room with heavy footsteps. Growing bluer by the second, I quietly think to myself, try not to get sacked. Don't joke about things like that. Come in. Excuse me. This room is like the mirror that reflects how I feel right now. The room is a Spartan, and simple as always, at a glance. I can't help but wonder if there's any truth with those words. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, remember, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment down below, because I enjoy reading your guys' feedback. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're brand new to my channel, because every little bit helps. Just a click away, it's completely free, and you get notified whenever I have a new video available. So, until the next time, please stay tuned, Peace out, you guys.